Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bayreuth for tonight's FIBA Basketball Champions League Group D fixture between our hosts, medi Bayreuth, and the visitors, Filou Oostende. And these two teams now sitting with very, very slim victories here so far in the Basketball Champions League. medi Bayreuth not off to the start that they had last season, as they are rock bottom with 0 wins and 4 losses. Again, last year coming off a very impressive opener in the Basketball Champions League where they finished 4th in their group. Short here at home. Petro Olympia will be taking on Neptune's Clapida. Besiktas Sampo Japan will be taking on Segafredo Bologna. And also, you can see later this evening, SIG Strasbourg will be taking on Greek boys Prometheus Patras. Well, the home crowd really wants something to cheer for tonight. I mean, remember, you go back to last season's Basketball Champions League, they were very, very impressive when they came up with a 5-point aggregate victory in the playoffs of the first round against Besiktas. And then they came up short against German rivals MHP Riesen and Ludwigsburg, who have also been struggling. As you can see, Oostende just coming up with their first victory last week as they sit in 6th position. It was a very, very close victory which was actually 2 weeks ago against Neptune's Clapida. Then again, last Tuesday, they came up short against Petro Olympia. And that again was at home. And again, for them, it is a big game tonight if they want to have any chance of qualifying for the playoff bracket. Now, we are in the early stages of the regular season of the Basketball Champions League, but Filou Oostende really need to assert themselves here. New additions such as TJ Williams making a very, very impressive contribution into their backcourt, while veteran player Dusan Djordjevic, again 35 years of age, but really cementing himself as one of the better players. And just coming off his 3rd season now out of Holland, Chase Wheeler, who had a monster dunk last week. It's going to be quite a handful for the host, but you know, the hosts, it's all about finding their identity. Big losses from last season, the losses of Linman, and of course sharpshooter Gabe York, who went back to the G League. Those are two big losses that are going to affect how well they're going to perform this year. Well, Gregor Horvat was just made to an addition, but you know, you can see the likes of Krug, but David Stockton will make a big impact, of course, in the backcourt. Adonis Thomas, who last year was with Banvit in Turkey. And they're going to need big, big performances from their players tonight. Really going to need players to step in and step up. Really, when you're at home, you need to make home court your fortress here. Because in the Basketball Champions League, it's going to be 14 long days of the regular season. After that, you really just want to get yourself into the playoffs. Once you get past any game of the playoffs, it's anyone's game to play for.
These are our players of Oostende. Number 3, TJ Williams.
Well, TJ Williams made a very, very impressive start in his opener in which they won against Neptune's Clapida. And that's very interesting. They don't play TJ Williams alongside Djordjevic a lot. You see sometimes Lasisi comes into the backcourt and plays almost like a door road off guard for these two. But, you know, big plays are going to be... Big plays are going to need to be made tonight from these guys. I mean, this is the 3rd season now in the Basketball Champions League. They're the champions of Belgium. They've won it for so many consecutive seasons, but they've got to do it tonight here in Europe. Chase Wheeler, just coming into the team since last season. I mean, he is going to be heavily dependent on tonight, that's for sure. We've got Ned Mbuja, of course, and Luka Kotrolia, but really, a lot's going to be asked of Nemanja Djuricic. Djuricic, you know, still in the prime of his career. He's about 27 years of age, but he's at the stage where he's going to have to start leading the team, really being a bus driver, not so much a bus rider, because that's what Filou Oostende needs. It needs players to lead them. In addition, such as TJ Williams and Djuricic can just start to believe in his offensive play. There's no reason why Oostende can't compete for a top 4 spot. medi Bayreuth, that's only 43 years of age, to existence in 1975. That saw a little bit of success in the late 80s. They were German champions in the 1988-89 season. They won the German Cup back-to-back years in 88 and 89, but been through a bit of difficulty. Having just only got promoted 9 years ago from Pro A2 Basketball Bundesliga. They're back in one of Europe's top hand competitions here for the Basketball Champions League. There's one thing about this home crowd. This home crowd will be cheering all night long, even in their loss last season against MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. These fans really know how to make noise here. As we mentioned, Brooks, who was here last season, was so instrumental to their run. He's been with Bayreuth since 2016, but really it's his physical play in the low block. Now you remember, medi Bayreuth almost knocked out the champions in the regular season. They were away in Athens at the Waka, where Gabe York was simply on fire with 5 triples in that game. And Deuce and Chakota hit the 3 at the end and gave them the lead. And then they went on to be champions. You got to think, medi Bayreuth, had they just knocked out Athens, it probably would have finished in that 3rd spot. Who knows? Maybe fortunes would have gone their way. That's all in the past now, and it's all about progression, moving onwards and forwards. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will just get set to introduce our officials for tonight's game. As you can see already, players raring to go. Well, referees for tonight will have a very big job, and we're very proud to say that we have some of the finest officials here in world basketball. They've done an excellent job in all of our competitions, and they will continue to do so here tonight. Coming from Romania, Lithuania, France, Thomas Bissell, Vilius Marshaletis, and Marius Chulin. Can't thank our officials to more than enough in the last 3 years that they've done in the Basketball Champions League and in all of our FIBA competitions, for that matter. They've always conducted themselves with professionalism. Well, you just got to wonder the starting lineup they're going to go with tonight. Yannick Deseron, he'll start inside, partnered along with Chase Wheeler, who's been coming off the bench recently. Vincent Kestalut, Djordjevic, and Lassisi make up the backcourt. Well, that is very interesting, as TJ Williams, who got off to an impressive start, does not make the starting 5. Now, this could be a tactical change for him. He probably wants to bring Williams off the bench just to give them a little bit of strength. Well, Dario Gregor, who's only just recently taken up the head coaching role for the Belgian national team, Eddie Castell stepping down, which is going to be big work for him, as they will not be qualifying for the FIBA World Championship or the FIBA World Cup in China 2019, as they came up short in the group stages. They'll be looking forward next to the FIBA Eurobasket. Well, now we'll look at the starting lineup tonight for medi Bayreuth. Of course, Andreas Seifert, who was with the team last year, he will be partnered inside by Damon Brooks, relying on his athleticism. David Stockton, son of the great John Stockton, will be taking up the point guard duties along with Adoni Thomas, Gregor Bravet. It's a very strong lineup they're going with, but they really need to come up with something tonight here in the home court. Remember, home court must be a fortress for you here in the Basketball Champions League. Filou Oostende, wearing the usual colors of yellow, they come out with a very bright red and white. The home crowd join their usual colors. Well, Austrian coach Raul Corner, who's been with the club for a few years now, is probably not too impressed with the start, but he's one to know he can turn things around, that's for sure. It's all going to be about a start tonight. These home fans are really going to be going for it. The atmosphere will be absolutely electrifying in here, that's for sure. We'll hold about 3,000 spectators here tonight. All of them medi Bayreuth fans, of course. But ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here tonight. Group D, game day 5 of the Basketball Champions League. It's medi Bayreuth versus Filou Oostende. Do not go anywhere as we're set for tip. Well, the official throws the ball up and we're underway. It's the host who will get the first possession of the game. They just get a handoff here. They're going to try and get into a motion offense of some sort. Get the ball, let the ball move itself. Comes off the screen now, looks for the roll, but Brooks just didn't roll enough. But he get a shot in the corner. Shot is up. It's a big air ball. Now, clearly came off the offense, so Filou Oostende will get the ball back. Djordjevic now will bring the ball up. One of the veteran players, 35 years of age, but don't let the number fool you. Playing with youthful enthusiasm as he spins baseline now. Kicks out to a wide open Chase Filou. Chase Filou pumping in the lane with a floater. Filou gets fouled. Oh, it's an offensive foul. Charge is cool. Good play there from medi Bayreuth on the defense. Chase Filou picks up his first personal foul. Well, it's David Stockton. Stockton so smart. Outside the semicircle, took the charge. Former Gonzaga Bulldog there, just showing his defensive capabilities. Donnie Thomas throws it in the low block. Backs down, spins, gets a shove. Reverse layup, tough move. Reverse layup went in, and Hassan Martin stamping down his authority early here in the low block. Djordjevic comes off one screen, puts it behind his back, down low to Desieron. Fakes, goes up with a jumper, way off, completely missed it. Stockton keeps it alive. And now medi Bayreuth can push it in transition. Brooks gets a handoff now with Thomas. You go pick and roll. Kick out to Stockton. Stockton crosses over, keeps it alive, dish it out. Seyfarth goes up with a layup off the backboard, doesn't get it. And now Djordjevic can push in transition. It's not a bad play there, but they got to finish it. Djordjevic pulls up for a three in transition, in and out, doesn't get it. Demond Brooks with a rebound. Now Stockton comes off one screen in the corner, gives it to Seyfarth. Seyfarth's got to pull it out. But Donnie Thomas isolates in the lane, fades away from 10 feet. Again, another miss. Djordjevic with a rebound. Both teams really struggling here in the early stages. Djordjevic still keeps his dribble alive. And you can see he does not like the pressure from David Stockton. Stockton causing all sorts of problems for the veteran with his defensive efforts. Well, he looks rather calm in the position they're in. They need to win tonight. Filou Oostende already have their one victory. Lassisi curls off a screen, gets another one from Desieron. Djordjevic, cross-court pass. Kastelut puts up the three. The three is up, and Valsa Kastelut just tucks the triple away. The assist from Djordjevic. Good ball movement from Filou Oostende. Seyfarth comes off one screen, kicks it out to Brooks. Stockton with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Thought about the three, takes it in and around, reverse layup. David Stockton with a beautiful finger roll. Well, more importantly, it was the pump fake that he got it off with. I mean, look at this for a move in and around. Oh, my, that could be a traveling violation, but he gets away with it. There's the three from Kastelut. Oh, way too easy in the low block. Where was the defense? The lob pass to Valsa Kastelut. Too easy under the basket. medi Bayreuth just gifting Filou Oostende with an easy layup. Comes off a screen now, takes it in the middle, almost loses it. Stockton takes the three. It's a set shot. The shot is good. David Stockton knocks it from downtown. Well, he moves to 5 points here in the early stages. Djordjevic gives up to Lassisi. Lassisi all the way, kicks out. Chase Filou, three in the corner. The three is up. Chase Filou knocking down the triple, the assist from Lassisi. Well, now both these two teams now just starting to spark to life. Chase Filou with a good look on the perimeter. Stockton goes pick and roll. Back in the middle, goes up, dunks it right in the lane. Hassan Martin got the pick and roll right off the Stockton, and he just threw it down with authority. I mean, look at this. Up, and he just monster dunk. We turn it over down the other end. Horvat goes all the way, lays it up, and he gets it to drop. And Filou Oostende right now are falling to pieces. Well, it all starts with the defense. You get a defensive stop, and all of a sudden you got opportunities down the other end. Djordjevic gives it up to Lasisi. Lasisi pick and roll with Fila. Fila keeps it alive, kicks in the corner. Castellup, another three, doesn't get it. Martin with the rebound. And now medi Bayreuth can push the tempo. Stockton pulls up for three, doesn't get it. We can see David Stockton, very similar shooting form to how his father used to shoot when he was playing for the Utah Jazz. It's a set shot of a jump shot. Well, it's not even a jump shot for that matter, but he does so well to get his feet set to get it off. Djordjevic in the lane, kicks out to Chase Fila. Fila fakes a pump. Chase Fila right in the lane, uncontested with a monster dunk. Well, medi Bayreuth slow to help there. Both teams will probably want to look at themselves and say, look, when we need to help, we got to commit. We can't make it a last minute. Pick and roll, they give him the corner. Brooks reverse it, takes the three, and Demont Brooks just sinks it from downtown. As he gets an early look there from the perimeter. Well, nobody moving off the ball but Djordjevic. Now goes pick and roll with Desieron down low. Well, strong post move, goes up with it. Oh, Vincent Castellup just showing the aggression in the low block. Well, he plays the small forward position, but he's not afraid to post up. Stockton almost threw it away. Stockton gives out to Brooks. Brooks pump fakes, takes it in, kicks out. Stockton, he'll take it in the lane. Back out of Brooks. Brooks will try for three. Three is up, and Demont Brooks sinks it from downtown. The assist from David Stockton. I mean, this is good ball movement. Now you can see medi Bayreuth just playing to each other's strengths at the moment. Penetration, kick out to open shooters. CC now almost turns it over to Desieron. Chase Fila tries another three. Fila knocks it down, and we got a shootout right now as both teams lighten it up from the perimeter. Chase Fila now moves to 8 points, 2 for 2 from three-point land. Down on the Horvat kicks it out to Stockton. Stockton gets fouled on the ground as he's fouled by Djordjevic. Picks up his second personal foul. And this is going to be interesting now as TJ Williams checks into the game. And TJ Williams, phenomenal player. One of those players that you can almost call your franchise go-to player. You can just throw the ball to and let him isolate. Shoots the ball well, attacks the basket. He's very athletic as well. Well, looks like Jurisic is in the game now. Chase Fila just puts his hand in the passing lane. Now this is good for Filou Oostende. If they can just pick up the intensity and the tempo on defense, hand in the passing lanes, make it hard for medi Bayreuth, make them work for every possession. In the lane now, bumps, fades away off 1 foot, doesn't get it. Well, strong rebound. And now TJ can break. Chase Fila now guarded heavily by Demont Brooks, takes it in, makes the contact, fades away off the backboard, doesn't get it. Castellup tips it back, can't get it, and now Bayreuth come up with a loose ball, and now they can push. Low block now to Martin Hassan. Hassan fades away, but draws the foul on the CC. The foul is on the ground, as it will not count. Well, there's a mismatch in the low block, you see. Adoni Thomas is going to have the mismatch on Lasisi, definitely in any post-up situation. So if you're Filou Oostende, what do you do in that situation? Do you come over and double team? Doref comes off the screen, wide open into the basket, lays it up. Well, defensive mix-up as Andreas Seifert probably won't have an easier layup you'll ever see here in the Basketball Champions League. Well, Lasisi goes all the way. Lasisi lays up off the glass, and it's an easy layup. You can see Marriage was coming in for a follow-up dunk, but no need for it. Lasisi able to finish it off under the basket. Donny Thomas now throws it down low to Seyfo. Seyfo with options, going to back down against Marriage. Spins around, loses the ball. It's got to be a turnover. Yep. A good defense there by Marriage, just causing problems with Seyfo. Seyfo trying to back him down pound for pound, but Marriage, about 6'10", probably all muscle as well. But looks more calm than usual. He's a very animated coach on the sidelines, but this is a game that he knows that his team can capitalize on, that's for sure. TJ Williams now is going to bring the ball up under pressure. Got it by Seyfo. Gives up to Marriage. Down low to Kashalut now. Kashalut, here's the mismatch again. Oh, in the low block, good pass. Marriage fumbles it, loses it. They turn it over. And now Duref can break. Comes off a screen. Brooks goes handoff. Kick out, Duref wide open for three, puts it up. The three's no good. Marriage keeps it alive, and now TJ Williams is going to take it down the middle. Williams spins around, doesn't use the screen. They try to go back door, but they take the three in the end. The three is up, and TJ Williams can't get it. Jurisic comes up with a big rebound under the block. Why, he almost missed the layup, but in the end, Marriage was able to lay it up. Now this is going to be big for Filou Oostende. They got Jurisic and Marriage in the lineup. That's a big backcourt for them. Kashalut, TJ Williams. So medi Bayreuth are going to have to respond here. Comes off the screen, takes a quick three-pointer, nets it down. Well, that's one way to come in and announce yourself. Well, Bastien Duref. Well, Robinson is Cassius Robinson who hit the triple. Schwartz kicks it out to TJ Williams. They go down low to Jurisic. He's gonna have Matt, splits the defense, goes up, no foul called. Can't come up with it, keeps it alive. Oh, Jurisic able to dribble out, turns it over. Bastien Duref with the steal. He's gonna push it now, transition. Takes it down the middle, gets the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, this is a little bit better now from medi Bayreuth. Well, you can see the strong move got him up in the air. Basically, unlucky not to get the and one in that situation. Well, he makes the second free throw, and he gives him a 4-point lead. Well, it's a 5-point lead, actually. Now with a second left, TJ Williams takes the three, doesn't get it. And at the end of the first quarter, medi Bayreuth, who have not won a game here in the regular season, are leading this one by 5. We'll just show you some stats and highlights as we head for the second quarter. We'll get the second quarter underway now. So going with a big lineup for Filou Oostende with Jurisic and Maric out there. Kashalut and Schwartz. They kick it in the corner. He's made 1-3, puts up this one. It's a rush one, doesn't get it. Big rebound by Demont Brooks. And now medi Bayreuth can break. Transition, good ball movement. Robertson now trying a bit of isolation. Throws it in the low block. Safer. He's going to back down against Maric. Spins, goes all the way, misses again. It's a bit of a mismatch he has there on defense, so he's going to have to think of other ways to beat him. Jurisic now, he'll back down. Jurisic in the low block, bumps, puts up a jump hook, and Jurisic goes up with a very strong low block move off his left hand with a baby hook. Cassius now comes off one screen, throws a lob, but keeps it alive, misses it, another missed layup. He's not having any enjoyment in the low block. TJ Williams turns it over, and they got numbers here in transition. Robertson pulls up for the three. And you got to ask yourself, was that the right decision? A 3-on-1 fast break. Cassius Robertson went for a three-pointer. And clearly comes off Vincent Kashalut, so it will be baseline ball down to medi Bayreuth. Well, Jean-Marc Muena has just checked into the game. Probably going to play the small forward position. As we have Jurisic and Maric in. Well, comes up one screen now. Kicks it out. He's going to have to do something with it. They turn it over again. 24-second violation has to be clearly. Well, they come up with a loose ball. And now Filou Oostende can break in transition. Williams goes behind the back. Kicks out to Jurisic. Jurisic down the middle. Nemanja Jurisic lays it up off the glass. Hey, he wants a foul. And he's trying to insinuate to the official that he was touched on the way. Strong move by Nemanja Jurisic. Pulls up for a three off the screen. Nails the triple. Strong three-point play there. Bayreuth Direct stepping up big time for medi Bayreuth. Well, there you can see, there's the problems they're going to have, as not many players are able to guard him. But obviously, I mean, that's just a good move that you got to pull up the shot as quick as you can, but he does so well. Well, Bayreuth Direct now, the problem he's going to have on defense is that he's got to guard TJ Williams as Ravio goes to the bench and Hrobak comes back in. Well, gets fouled, so Maric will go to the free throw line. Well, the good thing about a player like Maric is that you can just stick him in the low block with his physicality, but you know, they really need more out of him if they're going to push to be a top 4 team here in the regular season. And he's got the capabilities, that's for sure. Well, it makes it 2 for 2 from the stripe. Cuts it down to a 2-point deficit. This game now really sparking into life. These two teams really battling it out, but careless turnovers end to end, really costing both teams. Cassius Robertson now. Just probably one too many dribbles at the moment. They get in the corner, back to Cassius. Cassius takes the three. The three is up. Well, he can't get it. Under the basket. No foul call, but he gets the bucket. Strong move. Well, it's that man again. It's Hassan Martin. Well, under the basket. And to me, that's a foul. There's the contact on the way up. TJ Williams in the lane. Tough move, doesn't get the layup. Maric not giving up on it. In the end, Bayreuth Direct comes up with a loose ball. Cassius Robertson pulls up for another three transition. Doesn't get it. Jean-Marc Muena with a rebound. Well, Nemanja Jurisic thought about the three, but he made a good choice to pull the ball out. No need to rush it. Jurisic underneath. Schwartz, another turnover. Sloppy play end-to-end from these two teams. Well, Sam Martin now catches it, guarded by Jurisic. Gonna go pick and roll. Gets bumped, kicks out. He's made 1-3. In and out, can't get this one. Maric is gonna have to slow it down now with TJ Williams. Both teams, you can see the naivety in their play, just really rushing the options, getting into a smooth motion on their offense. Jurisic thought about the three. Jurisic goes all the way, lays it up, and he misses the layup. Cassius Robinson now gives up the Basin Dureth. Dureth comes off screen, but he's got 4 on the shot clock. They got to shoot the ball. Goes up all the way. Missed the layup. They keep it alive, but now again, neither team scoring now for the last minute and a half. You can see both teams now, the anxiety just getting to them in this stage right now. They got to fight through this. They got to dig through it. A simple penetration kick, get a wide open shot, but Maric, well, behind the back from the big man, goes up. Maric! Now, who said the big man can't put the ball on the floor? Maric, bit of showcase ball handling as he attacks the basket. And look at that, behind the back, lays it up off the glass. Now Basin Dureth looks to throw it in the low block, gives it to Hassan Martin. Martin backs down in the left. He goes strong right over Maric as he responds. Both big men just having a duel right now. All of a sudden, this game now just starting to change its flavor. Again, you talk about tempo, physicality. Both teams really need to make a statement. Just showcase their identities. This Group D, very competitive. Jurisic goes baseline. Jurisic, strong move. Nemanja Jurisic just going to work. No help side defense by medi Bayreuth. I mean, where is the help side? At this level, you've got to be quicker. Cassius Robinson, again, you can't stay in that 2-3 zone style. They get the ball in the corner, the three is up, the three is no good. TJ Williams on the floor. And now Schwartz, transition. Jurisic cross court, Jean-Marc Muena, three in the corner. Oh baby! Filou Oostende, all of a sudden, take the lead by 1. medi Bayreuth have to call timeout. Well, so far, Hassan Martin leading all scorers for medi Bayreuth with 8 points. I mean, he's having good looks in the low block, but if you're medi Bayreuth, you got to keep forcing the issue to him. Right now, Maric is struggling to guard him man for man.
We got to help each other out. If you see the baseline open, you got to come. That's a fire force situation. You got to come aggressively. In general, we got to stop the lanes. Close out, hand up, stop the lane. If somebody dribbles, stunt in. We're too passive defensively. Pressure the ball, move up on the guy, have your hands up, stunt aggressively. Aggressive help, aggressive fire forward.
Chase Field, although he's not in the game right now, is joint top scorer in the game along with Maric and Nemanja Jurisic. You got to think for a player like Nemanja Jurisic, the way he plays, a big man who's so mobile and able to attack the basket, if he could just shoot a three-pointer consistently, there's no reason to say why he can't be a franchise player for Filou Oostende. And again, good vision to spot Jean-Marc Muena in the corner, who sinks down the triple. Well, Dario Gregor will be very happy with their response so far. Both teams went through a barren spell where they were unable to capitalize for any field goal attempts, that's for sure. Stockton now comes off another screen, has to kick it out to Hrovat. Hrovat, well, thought about the three, gets away with a travel. Down the middle, easy layup, off the backboard, can't get it. And TJ Williams now comes up with a loose ball in transition. TJ almost throws it away, but Jurisic keeps it alive. All they had under the basket, Schwartz, and he missed a layup. Jurisic with the offensive rebound. Kick it out there, TJ Williams, Filou Oostende. Don't capitalize. TJ Williams in the lane, goes up with it, keeps it alive, and he lays it up. TJ Williams with the strong isolation down the middle. Well, again, defensively, both these two teams, and another missed layup. But again, you got to ask the questions. Both these two teams are just gifting each other. The defense is as poor as it can get. They got to turn it around. Now TJ Williams is going to come off another screen, gives up to Juricic. Juricic almost loses it. And the big man with 4 on the shot clock goes all the way. Juricic makes the contact. No basket. And now medi Bayreuth in transition. Stockton all the way. Uncontested layup. And again, both these two teams, they're defending almost rookie-like. As Filou Oostende want to call timeout to talk it over.
Smarter in decisions. Don't hurry. Don't turn the ball over naive now. They are still aggressive, okay? Hey. Go with their shirts in the back screen. Shirt. But listen to me. Read how your man defends you. Okay? Hey, we're trying to get the ball inside here. Great, we gotta get back defensively. Let's go, come on.
Well, that is a big stat right there. As Oostende now dominating the rebounds, 19-10. medi Bayreuth really need to change that down the end, the stretch of the game. Now you can see medi Bayreuth wanted the out of bounds, but they've called the foul on Donnie Thomas, and it's the right call. Well, now he's going to bring the ball up under pressure. Chase Filou, they got him back in the game. That's a big substitution for him. It shows the depth that Filou Oostende have. Kick it out to Jean-Marc Moema. Steps back, or gets him up in the air. Good pump fake. TJ Williams wide open in the corner for 3, and the 3 is tucked away by TJ Williams. The assist from Schwartz. Well, that's a good triple for them to hit down. And again, a few perimeter shots go a long way down the run of this game. Stockton also back in the game for medi Bayreuth, just to give him another option in the backcourt. Thomas tries his luck from the perimeter, can't get it. Stockton with a rebound, and he's fouled by Jean-Marc Moena. Well, it's going to be baseline ball now to medi Bayreuth. Thomas now throws it in the low block to Mott. Backs down, strong move, gets fouled. It's quite a foul there from Deseron. As the Sam Martin now will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, Sam Martin from Staten Island, New York, played his college basketball at Rhode Island. Last year playing in Japan for the Ryoko Golden Kings. Now it's his first season here in Europe. That's a 6'7", very, very powerful post player. He makes a second free throw, cuts it down to a 3-point game. Minute and a half to go here in the second quarter. Chase Filou fakes the handoff now. Gets in the low block, he'll back down. Draws the foul. The foul was on the ground. Well, Filou, he's made 2 threes, puts up this one, in and out, doesn't get it. Schwartz can't get the rebound. Now medi Bayreuth, they've got numbers in transition. Dureth all the way, misses the layup, no foul called. The home crowd do not agree with it. Just over a minute to go here in the first half. TJ Williams behind the back all the way. TJ Williams gets a rebound and he lays it up. Well, medi Bayreuth don't box out, don't come up with a loose ball. Stockton crosses over in the lane all the way, he's fouled. And David Stockton will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, son of the great John Stockton, played his college basketball at Gonzaga. A few stints in the NBA, having played also in Croatia as well. He makes the second free throw. Also had a stint in New Zealand with the New Zealand Breakers, but just enjoying some time there. His brother was playing in the Basketball Champions League 2 seasons ago in Russia. Very similar style of play between the siblings. TJ Williams kicks out to Schwartz. Schwartz spins around. He'll kick out Filou. Well, Filou should have shot the 3-pointer, but now Stockton transition around. There was a foul called. I believe it was, yep. But John Stockton, I'm not sure if that's a shooting foul because it looked like Stockton was trying to pass the ball, but well, Chase Filou should have shot that. Simple as that. The penetration kick out was for him. It's a tough one. For me, it's a 50-50, but they will give him free throws. And I think that's what Coach Dario is trying to say, is that he was passing the ball. He wasn't shooting that. And it's only the 4th team foul. But again, if you look at the replay, Stockton was looking at the basket. And it looked like he was going for the layup. But the foul, which made the contact, which we saw him change to try and make the pass. So I think that's the right call from the official. Stockton makes the first free throw. Makes it 2 for 2 from the stripe. He cuts it down to a 1-point ball game. Well, we got a timeout now to Filou Oostende, as they got 25.8 seconds to get one more shot off here in the first half.
We taking more here, Dusan. DJ. Look. Nemanja. So okay, exchange. Hey, if it's a press, if we beat press, we wait in the last 7 seconds. Okay, on last 7 seconds, what's gonna be? Nemanja, you come in a ball screen from down, ball over, we have fast offense, don't work. All right, double fist, aggressive hands, make it work, both teams, deep post. Defense, 1 TJ will screen you. Let's go. Okay, and you pop. Keep the ball to the end.
Well, they got Jurisic back in for the last 25 seconds. Now, what you want is probably as many shooters on the court. You've got Filou, Williams, Djordjevic. Now, Schwartz probably isn't one of their favorite perimeter shooters, but medi Bayreuth now going into his 2-3 zone is TJ Williams, uncontested, misses the shot. And it's an out of bounds, but it came off Djordjevic. So now medi Bayreuth have 0.8 seconds left. Now, that was not a bad shot there from TJ Williams. It was just in and out. Now, probably what Coach Dario is trying to argue is that you had wide open shooters, but Now with 0.8 seconds, medi Bayreuth want a timeout. I'm sure the officials will just go back to see how much time is actually left on the clock. Well, both of these teams hitting 5 3-pointers here in the first half, 5 for 13 and 5 for 11. Again, there's not a lot to separate these two teams, but one thing they do have in common is that there's just too many turnovers between them.
Hassan, you're here. All right. David, you're here. Kesh, you're here. All right. And
you got to think, if you take care of the ball and you don't turn it over so many, you got to think the situation you could be leading this game, but both teams really need to be assertive and just take control of their own sort of play.
Hey, if it goes slower, it goes slower. All right, let's go ahead.
You can see they're trying the lob. The lob is up, the lob is in, and it's, well, he's fouled. Well, Schwartz fouls him. So now Hassan Martin's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. You know, in a situation like this, they're going to go for a lob, so. Well, Schwartz tries to block the alley-oop, but in the end, a foul is called, and they're going to try and calm down the coach. But I guess they're going to look at the replay to try and decide or justify whether it's a foul or not. Well, there's the lob. Martin catches it. Yeah, that's a foul. To me, that's a foul. Schwartz has his hand locked on him. Clearly can see his arm wrap sound and makes contact with his left arm. I'm with the official on that one. That's a foul. Well, then from that angle, actually, you can see when it's slowed down. Well, the official's still going, so it was tough in the slow motion. It did look like it was contact with the ball, but overall, there was contact with the hand, I guess. You got to think for Filou Oostende, you know, you got to hold your nerve and hold your composure. And when you're defending in the last few seconds of the half, you don't want to make any mistakes, especially when you're in the penalty. And now Hassan Martin will shoot these 2 free throws and probably be the last 2 free throws of the half. As he makes the first, he ties the ball game up. Well, the former Rhode Island Ram makes it 2 for 2, and at the end of the first half, medi Bayreuth now lead this one by 1, 40-39. We'll just show you some highlights and some stats here from the first half, but ladies and gentlemen, go get a drink, go get something to eat, but don't go anywhere too long, because we'll be back in 14 minutes for the second half of this Basketball Champions League Game Day 4 between our host medi Bayreuth and the visitors Filou Oostende. Well, Oostende still dominating the rebounds, 21-13, but again, they've got too many turnovers. 7 turnovers in the game, just too many at this level. Got to take care of the basketball. Fila Jurisic leading with points and rebounds, while David Stockton has 11 points in the game. But we'll see how they come out in the second half, as we'll be back in 14 minutes. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of this Basketball Champions League Game Day 5 fixture between medi Bayreuth and the visitors Filou Oostende. medi Bayreuth having an end of first half 2-point alley-oop with the free throws that they got, as Sam Martin caught it in the air when he was fouled by Schwartz. And Filou Oostende with 7 turnovers in the game, while medi Bayreuth only with 1, and again, Filou Oostende are looking the better of the two in terms of execution and tempo of the game, but just costly turnovers that are causing them all the issues right now. Well, Chase Wheeler, top scorer for Filou Oostende, joint top scorer with 8 points so far in the game. Got 2 3-pointers and a good look in the low block. Well, the home side now will have the first possession here in the second half. Cassius Robinson on the ball now, looking for options. Well, Cassius now overcommits on the front. He's called for the defensive foul. It's a good call there from the official. Throws it down low. He's got a shooter wide open in the corner, but goes up and gets the tough jump hook. In the end, he gets it to drop. Sam Martin now really going to work in the low block. Djordjevic comes off a screen now, takes it baseline, kicks it out. Jurisic tries the 3-pointer, and the big man nails it from downtown. Nemanja Jurisic coming alive from the perimeter. Well, that's a big, big 3-pointer. As he changes the game, he ties it up. Was in the low block now. Robinson thought about the 3, throws it back down. Martin bangs around, has got the mismatch. And another foul. And again, Cassius picks up 2 back-to-back fouls in succession. It's a mismatch. You got to bring someone in. I mean, Cassius really is a 3-man. You're asking him to guard a very dominant back-down post player. Well, there's the change. They bring in Jean-Marc Mwena. Probably matches up pound for pound a little bit better. Well, Stockton comes off one screen. Yeah, Brooks wide open. Gets to him in the end. Takes the 3-pointer. DeMont Brooks nails it from downtown. The assist from David Stockton. Well, both teams really spreading the floor now with the perimeter shooting. Jurisic had the 3-pointer. Didn't go for it. Gets a hand up on Lasisi. Goes pick and roll. Back to Jurisic. Jurisic in the lane. The foul on the ground. The basket will not count. Well, now it will be a sideline ball to Filou Oostende. Well, down low, Jean-Marc Mena. Well, Mena almost loses it. In the end, he does. Stockton now in the lane, kicks out. Brooks had the three. Back to Stockton. Well, Stockton now is going to go pick and roll. Gets from Brooks, kicks it out. Well, takes it again, gets a block. It's going to go out of bounds. Got to save it. Jurisic just got a finger on his Djordjevic. Keeps it alive in the low block. Well, spins around. Big man goes around, spins, pump fake, gets him up, and Jurisic can't finish. Well, it's out of bounds. Filou Oostende will get it baseline. Strong move by Nemanja Jurisic, just couldn't finish. Well, there was the pump fake, got them both up in the air, but he's got to finish that. Djordjevic comes off a screen. Down low, Desser keeps it alive, but they turn it over. Jump ball situation will go to Filou Oostende because medi Bayreuth had the first possession of the second half. Jurisic had the three, attacks the basket, contact, doesn't get it. Djordjevic shoots it. Well, he can't come over the rebound, and now Stockton in transition. They got numbers. Stockton, good pass, gives it up. Well, he fumbles it, gets fouled, no foul, but he makes the layup. Good fast break basketball there for medi Bayreuth. And the home crowd really getting into this one now, really starting to surge themselves. Lasisi comes off a screen. Desieron goes all the way, missed the layup. Well, you can see the frustration, the anxiety with Filou Oostende. Stockton comes off a screen, throws the lob pass, can't keep it alive. Well, they get it back. Brooks in the lane, contact goes up, and Brooks just going to work. Filou Oostende have to call timeout. Well, now tempo and momentum just going in the favor of medi Bayreuth. Well, they don't have too much foul trouble. You can only see Untitled and Filou with 2 fouls each, but really, Filou Oostende got to put a bigger lineup out there when you got Maris, Jurisic, and Filou. Filou playing that 3-stretch 4 role. It looked like a better team, along with TJ Williams in the lineup.
This is all our fault. Don't they play something special, eh? In offense, hey, you will not get caught. Play tougher, man. On offense, we go fist down. Fist down. Let's go. Come on. Defense, 1, 2, 3.
Well, look at this, a pass from Stockton. Just finds Hassan Martin. I mean, what a pass. The vision, the ability to execute that kind of pass here in transition. Well, they got Marriage back in the game. That's the lineup we talked at. Lasisi goes all the way, off the backboard, doesn't get it. Marriage with the offensive rebound, and he gets it, the drop, and one. Marriage will go to the free throw line to make it a 3-point play. Just settle the nerves of Filou Oostende. Well, Well, Maric makes it a three-point play, now moves up to 9 points. He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Tries it down low, wide open. Defensive mix-up for Filou Oostende. As medi Bayreuth now lead this one by 6. Well, Seifert really just asserted himself in the low block. Jurisic looking for the handover. Lasisi comes off a screen. Lasisi steps back. Well, he's got no options. Down to Maric. Maric got it by Seifert. Spins, gets him up in the air, goes up. Foul's called. Now all of a sudden, it's a different Filou Oostende with Maric in the low block. But look at this. You got Jurisic, Lasisi going for perimeter shooters, leaving Seifert wide open. Well, Seifert wasn't aware of the time and space. Probably would have dunked it. Now Maric has to make these free throws just to give them morale in as he makes a first free throw. Well, the young Croatian makes it 2 for 2 from the stripe. And a little bit of a push and shove between Jurisic and Seifert. Well, again, it's just too many shake it up, battle it out on the low block. Well, just over 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Well, Donny Thomas now, they throw it down low to Seifert. Seifert spins, goes in, makes a contact, puts it up, and Seifert just going to work in the low block. Well, now he's got Maric guarding him, but not afraid to go at him. Jurisic now has to give it up to Djordjevic. Djordjevic, well, wide open. Djordjevic doesn't take the layup, kicks it out. Jurisic had the three, didn't take it. Down low to Maric. Maric has got to go up. Well, too many passes, and it's a 24-second violation. Well, actually, you can see there's 1/10 of a second left on the shot clock. I mean, look at this for a post move. Makes the contact, puts it up. Well, there was the mix-up. Both players, nothing really in it, to be honest. Just a tangle up. Both act so professional. But we have a turnover there, as you can see, as the official call for the 24-second violation. And just listen to these home fans, really spicing the atmosphere up in here. That's the thing for medi Bayreuth last season. I mean, this stadium was like a fortress, and you can see Donny Thomas had Seifert, didn't see the pass coming. Well, I mean, it's the play like this that if Seifert, they probably need one more low block player. Because you remember last year they had the big Egyptian Murray. It was a big loss that you don't have this season. Djordjevic gives it to Lasisi, good ball movement. Jurisic in the low block, kicks out to Djordjevic. Down low to Maric. Well, Maric gets tangled up, and he turns it over. Well, Maric unable to capitalize in the low block. And again, the Nemanja Jurisic, we talked about having a three-point shot, but he just doesn't have a quick enough release because he had a wide open look on the perimeter. Stockton now catches it on the wing, gives it to Robinson. Robinson crosses over, shakes and bakes, and now he turns it over. You can see he's trying to predetermine everything he does. I mean, he's unsure whether to shoot the ball or just takes too many dribbles. Well, TJ Williams now checks into the game. Maric goes all the way, makes contact. Now, you've got to ask yourself there, he could have grabbed the rebound, but instead he just chucks it out of bounds. I mean, you talk about playing professional basketball. Here's the layup from Maric. Maric attacks the basket, makes the contact, misses the layup. All he's got to do is grab the rebound. And instead he just whacks it away. That's a rebound to grab right there. I mean, Demond Brooks has got to grab that. Fast break down the other end. Medi Bayreuth can put themselves up by 8. Well, TJ Williams now gives up to Lasisi. And Lasisi goes pick and roll down the middle. Kicks up to Jean-Marc Muena. Big three, he's got to make it. Can't get it. Marriage with the offensive rebound. Keeps it alive. Gives it to TJ Williams. Too strong on the pass. And another turnover from Filou Oostende. Right now, a discombobulated, completely have capitulated here in the third quarter. We'll be very, very relieved that they didn't score in that possession. As Hrobat checks in along with Bayreuth. Well, they go down low now to Seyfa. Seyfa guarded by Marriage. Here's a good matchup. Seyfa really giving, oh, beautiful post move. Gets his own rebound. Got to go up with it. And he's fouled. And Seyfa will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, it's definitely the right call. You can see here's the first post move. He should have made that one. Gets some rebound. There's the foul right there, I think. Well, it's tough to see from that angle. Well, Seyfa now will go to the free throw line. He'll take these 2 free throws. Well, he missed the first free throw. And again, you can't stress the importance of professional basketball, especially here in the Basketball Champions League. You got to make your free throws at this level. Andreas Seyfa makes the second one as he puts him up by 7. In the lane, Lasisi draws the foul, and it's only the 4th team foul. So it will be a baseline ball to Filou Oostende. Well, they haven't won in the competition so far, so he knows the importance that they must hold on to this lead going into the 4th quarter. They're lobbing it to Marriage. Marriage looking for a handoff of Williams. Williams comes off a screen now, takes in the middle. TJ Williams. Traveling violation. Good call from the official. You can see Williams slid as he lost his step. Look at the handoff now. Robinson comes off a screen with Seyfa. Kicks out. Jean-Marc Muena steals it. Transition. What have we got? Lays it up. Well, the goaltending is called as Demond Brooks tries to block him. Again, it's just a careless pass at turnover, but he just lays the ball up and gets the 2 points. Well, Jean-Marc Muena now moves to 5 points. It's only his 2nd field goal of the game. He had that 1 3-pointer in the first half. Well, Cassius Robinson now in the lane. Kicks out Seyfa under the basket. And Andreas Seyfa, he is inspiring and leading medi Bayreuth here in the 2nd half. He puts him up, back up by 7. He now has 9 points. He's 4 for 8 from the field. TJ Williams. Jean-Marc Muena, big 3. Shot in and out, doesn't get it. We know Jean-Marc Muena, he's a hit and miss 3-point shooter. Some games he can have a hot hand, other games. Well, Demond Brooks spins around and he missed the layup. Too many missed layups in this game. Really cost him medi Bayreuth. Lasisi down the middle. Almost loses his dribble, kicks it out. Chase Fila had the 3, back to Lasisi. Big 3 in the corner. Cannot get it. Well, Filou Oostende just can't buy a perimeter shot at the moment. Here's the missed layup. In and out. Just got to finish it. Well, Robinson forces a 3, and this time he gets it. Cassius comes up with a cash. Well, he struggled. He's taking some tough shots, but this time he gets it to drop. TJ Williams all the way, lays it up. Strong move. He cuts it down to an 8-point deficit. And that's what Filou Oostende have needed. They've just needed that one spark, that one little play to inspire them. The official has called a foul. Oh no, he hasn't. He's called. Looks like there's some blood or something. As Adoni Thomas checks back into the game. Well, that's just standard rule. Scratch of blood. He's got to come off for treatment really quickly. Demont Brooks in the lane. Demont Brooks, can he make this one? This one he makes. He kissed it off the glass. He was falling out of bounds. Well, TJ Williams gives it up to Chase Fila. Schwartz also back into the game for these last 15 seconds. Fila had the three in the lane. Now that will be shooting 2 free throws. This is going to be the 15th foul for medi Bayreuth. As the foul is on Rivio. Well, now Chase Fila, who started the game off very well, been very quiet here since the first quarter as he makes a first free throw. Well, he played a few seasons in the Dutch Professional League where he dominated MVP of the league. He makes a second one, 2 for 2 from the stripe. Cuts it down to an 8-point ball game, but medi Bayreuth going to call timeout now as they attempt to go for another last shot. Well, it's not a timeout, it's just a substitution. As Vincent Kastelut and Nemanja Jurisic come back in. Bastien Durrett now, pick and pop. They get the three. Three's up, no good. It's tipped out of bounds. I'm not sure what happened. I thought that Jean-Marc Muema tipped it out of bounds. Well, 1 second, they put it up. Wow, they almost get the shot. Hits the front rim, but at the end of the third quarter, it is a host, medi Bayreuth, leading this one 61-58. As Filou Oostende really have struggled here in the third quarter. We can see Filou Oostende only 6 for 16 from the perimeter, at medi Bayreuth 7 for 17. But again, they're still dominating the rebounds, 28-19, even though they're losing this game by 8 points. But again, it's all about the turnovers. Well, we get the fourth quarter underway as the home side lead this one by 8 points. They've really been in control of this throughout the third quarter. They kick it out, they get the three from Basim Durab. The three is good! And Nemanja Jurisic gets tangled up with Adoni Thomas. Now, I'm not quite sure what happened there, but it looked like both players just got caught up. A technical foul has been called on Nemanja Jurisic. Well, I think it's a double technical foul, so I'm not sure how it happens, but I think with a double technical, they eliminate the free throws. TJ Williams now brings the ball. They go double high screen with him. He's got Jurisic wide open. Chase Fila has got to make the three-pointer. Fila can't get it. No rebounders either. And now medi Bayreuth can push the tempo on this one. Comes off a screen now, throws it up with a floater, doesn't get it. Mwema with a rebound. And now Filou Oostende can break. Transition. Fila dunks it in transition. The assist from TJ Williams. He wanted the and one, but he's not going to get it. I mean, look at this. Fast break. Taker. Fila Airlines. Chase Fila ripping the ring down. And now this is a big, big possession for medi Bayreuth. Adoni Thomas fades away. Jump hook. It's too easy in the low block. He's got the mismatch. Now TJ Williams wants a screen on the ball with Jurisic. Jurisic had the three again, doesn't take it. He's made one already tonight. And now Mwema doesn't get it. Jurisic got to go up with it. And there's a foul called under the basket. Well, Nemanja Jurisic, I'm not sure if the foul is on the ground or if it's a shooting foul. Fila turns it over, sloppy play. Well, Filou Oostende really now are killing themselves. It's a foul baseline, it's on Chase Fila, but you know, this has all started in the very last 30 seconds of the first half when they were leading by 4 and then found themselves trailing by 1. Since then, they just haven't been able to gather themselves back to pace. They're down by 11. We're looking for Martin, the low block. Martin catches it, goes baseline, kicks it out. We got another three ball. Oh, baby! medi Bayreuth lead this one by 14 as they are just lighting this gym up. And all of a sudden, the atmosphere in this stadium, like it was last year. Filou Oostende right now, nowhere to be seen. And you can see Chase Fila, the only player in foul trouble with 3 fouls.
He's 101. The guy don't know what to do with the fucking ball. He pass. We helping on nothing about the ball. Hey, stop with the turning the ball over there.
And I think the headache he's got is he doesn't really know. There's so many players in his depth. I mean, he's got a great team, but he's got to decide week in, week out who's his top 5 to go with. Sometimes that can be a headache when coaching a very talented side, but really as well, the players among themselves have got to be more cautious and awareness on the court. Remember, medi Bayreuth have not won a game so far in the first 4 games. They're only up by 14 with over 7 minutes to go. And they're going to have to hold on to this victory. comes off one screen. Jurisic fouled quite hard there by Hrovat. You got to ask Hrovat, he was trying to dip his hand in the cookie jump. You don't want to put him in the penalty too early. Well, gets the hand up now. TJ Williams got to get something from this possession. Williams. Well, Jurisic again had the three, didn't go for it, but he lays it up this time. Again, Jurisic has a lot of open looks, but he doesn't like to shoot a lot of three-pointers. But one thing he can do is he can't put the ball on the floor. Well, now 8 on the shot clock. You got to get something going. Comes off a screen. Well, Hrovat gets Schwartz up and one. Well, it's Rabiot, and now he's going to go to the free throw line to make it a three-point play. And that's been the problem for Filou Oostende. The defense man-to-man, and the decision-making has just been so poor. I mean, why is Schwartz even jumping at that point? Well, it makes it a three-point play, and he puts him up by 15 now. Rabiot make an aggressive drive to the basket. Williams time space. Well, he lays it up, and he avoids the block from a San Martin. Strong move by TJ Williams. He now moves to 9 points, 3 for 6 from the field. Throw it in the low block. Backs down against Jurisic, backs down again. Goes up and loses the ball. Filou now is going to take a transition. Castelluc tucks it in the transition. And he cuts it down to an 11-point game. And now medi Bayreuth, they're going to have to call timeout. They don't want to capitulate their lead. So far, they're still in control of this game. Well, it's amazing that Filou Oostende have dominated the rebounds, but they're still not winning this game. And that being down the fact of the size they've got with Maric, Jurisic, Chase Filou for that matter. Simple fact is medi Bayreuth have just made it most on the perimeter, taking care of the ball.
This is when you come. Nick, you got to be on the other side then. All right, 2 up. Okay, 2 up offense, execute, keep moving the ball, get back on defense. Don't give them a chance to run. Let's go.
Cutting. Okay, so we have 2 guys here. Of the catch eventually. If he's coming extra pass.
Look at that, Matt. That's a big stat there. I mean, they dominated the rebounds, but really, they've only just led the points in the paint, 36-34. Not enough, considering the size they've got on the team. But right now, they get to dig deep if they're going to come back and win this one. They trail it by 11. With 6.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Well, now David Stockton checks back into the game as well for medi Bayreuth. Now Jurisic, here's the mismatch they've got. And a foul on the ground is called as a San Martin. He's pushed to the ground by Nemanja Jurisic. That's a good call because you see, well, what Jurisic is doing, he's just making the contact as Martin backs into him, but it ended up following through and causing the San Martin to fall over. Well, Jurisic keeps his hand in. They keep it alive now. Chase Filou comes up with a loose ball. Filou gives up to Schwartz. Schwartz is fouled. And now he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, Filou Oostende now just digging deep on defense. You can see it started with Nemanja Jurisic. Had his hand in the passing lane. When you're chasing the game, that's one way to get back in it right there. Go for any pass. Keeping it alive. Schwartz kept it. Filou took it in transition. Back to Schwartz. Drew the foul on DeMont Brooks. Well, Schwartz makes the first free throw. He's playing some good minutes coming off the bench, but you know, His point, he's got to learn decision making at this level. He's a very athletic guard, coming into his prime now. As he misses the second free throw. That's his first point of the game. Robinson comes off a screen. Has to kick it out to DeMond Brooks. Back to Stockton now. 6 on the shot clock. Stockton comes off one screen. Crosses over. You have to shoot it. 24-second violation. Schwartz comes up with a loose ball. And now Filou Oostende can break. Williams makes the contact. And an offensive foul is called as David Stockton draws the foul. Draws the charge against TJ Williams. Again, have to see the replay of it because you got to ask the question. Was Stockton's feet set? We're going to play on so far. Rabiot gives it back up to Stockton. Stockton comes off a screen. Stockton looking for a kick out to DeMond Brooks. Double crossover. DeMond Brooks has got to be fouled. No foul called. Gets his own rebound. This time they call it. And Jurisic gets called for the foul. Well, there's a foul. There's the first one for me. They didn't call that one. Well, now the problem for Oostende is that they're in the penalty. So any foul now will send medi Bayreuth to the free throw line. But DeMond Brooks makes the second free throw. He moves up to 14 points. Schwartz back to TJ Williams. Back to Jurisic. Jurisic gonna try and isolate. Steps back, tries the three. And Manu Jurisic unlucky, in and out on the three-point attempt. Well, he's did well to get the shot off in the first place, but unlucky, had it in and out. Robinson pulls up for a deep three. Oh, dagger to the heart as he puts medi Bayreuth back up by 14. TJ Williams now comes off one screen. Back to Chase Fila. Williams got to shoot it. Jurisic gets blocked, and they've called the foul, so Manu Jurisic will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, he does take some very erratic three-point shots, but if they go in, no one will complain. Gets the three-point shot to drop. Manu Jurisic, 4 rebounds away from his double-doubles. He misses the free throw. And Filou Oostende simply have capitulated since those last 30 seconds in the first half. Where it's fair to say they were the better team in this game. And really have just killed themselves here in the second half as Marin Maric checks back into the game. Comes off one screen, safer. Got to go up with it. Big man misses it. Offensive board. Stockton, big three. Oh, baby! David Stockton puts medi Bayreuth up by 16 points. What a three-pointer. And Kashalut is fouled on the ground. Now, because that's a 15 foul, he will go to the free throw line. Well, here's Safer, unaware. And we talked about his unawareness around the basket, but David Stockton, what a three! As now Vincent Kashalut will go to the free throw line now. Well, he misses it. Oh no, he gets it to drop. as he hit the back rim as the cameraman filmed it from the top angle. Oh, I missed that one. Again, Filou Oostende. The free throws just killing him. You know, if you think if Filou Oostende had made all the free throws, it could be an 8-7 point game. And within touching distance, now they find themselves down by 15 with just over 3 minutes to go. But Brooks pump fakes. Well, you see he wants to go for a three-point. He goes for it in the end. Can't get it. And again, they don't come up with a loose ball. And Maric just catches safer. Stop there being any further confrontations. Well, there's the handoff. TJ Williams. Safer just get locked up with each other. Nothing really in it, to be honest. Safer makes the free throw. He puts him up by 16. Makes them both. Well, you got to think in Group D right now, Bologna and Prometheus, Patras, top of the group. They're followed by SIG Strasbourg, while Neptunus Klaipeda make up their 4th place. From 4th to 8, it could be anyone's game here in the group as TJ Williams makes the layup. There's some strong teams in this group. You got Besiktas, Sampos, Japan, Olympia, also with their 1 victory in the competition as well. Well, Robinson in the lane, dish it off to Safer. And he turn it over. And Schwartz does just enough to come over and cause trouble. Well, it's a good call for the official. Definitely came off Safer. Williams gets a handoff now from Fila. Fila had the 3. Threw it away. Schwartz wasn't in the corner. Just over 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter as medi Bayreuth lead this one by 15. Possibly on the way to the first victory here in the Basketball Champions League. Well, Flavio puts up the 3 in and out, doesn't get it. And now TJ Williams, he's got to go quick. You want to try and get as many quick scores as possible. Fakes it behind the back, puts up the floater, doesn't get it. Well, the tip back follow. I'm not sure, it looked like Chase Fila. I thought it was Maric, but Chase Fila gets it. Now it's a 13-point deficit. Stockton tries another 3. David Stockton from downtown sinks another triple. And he puts him back up by 16 points. Chase Fila gives the baseline. DeMont Brooks with a steal. And 1 minute 10 to go here as medi Bayreuth lead this one 84-68. As they're now going to be a minute away from the first victory here in the Basketball Champions League. DeMont Brooks all the way, contact, doesn't get it. Safer with a rebound. I'm not sure if they called the foul on Kastalut. Well, there was the first contact. And I'm not sure who the foul is on there, but have they called on Safer? It looks like they have. As Kastalut now will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, as usual, both these 2 teams will look at this game afterwards, put a line under it, and try to move on to the next. But this now is a big victory for medi Bayreuth. Huge victory for them. Prometheus are leading currently against Strasbourg. Well, last night, Neptunus picked up a big victory against Ljubljana. And the good thing for both of these 2 teams is Besiktas came up short at home against Bologna. Kicks out, tries another three, doesn't get it. They get an offensive rebound. Robinson, dagger in the heart, doesn't get it. And Bayreuth and Marriage get locked up again. TJ Williams, reverse layup. We just haven't seen that enough from him tonight, and that's going to be what's expected of him. They need him to step up into more games, really deliver. That goes for Chase Filou as well. Oostende, it's not that the capability's not there. It's just got to be done on a consistent basis. If you want to be a team that competes here in the Basketball Champions League. Stockton for another three. David Stockton! 3 threes here. Stockton, just unbelievable. Marek tries to turn it back, but ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this one, medi Bayreuth pick up their first victory here in the Basketball Champions League, 87-71. Well, a team that was so impressive last year, who lost their 4 opening games here, finally comes up with a crucial victory here in the Basketball Champions League. Medi Bayreuth, all of a sudden, fortunes could change for them after this game. Well, Filou Oostende really need to go into the locker room, need to look at themselves and reflect, and possibly do a bit of soul searching. What a game it was for David Stockton. No doubt in his mind, his father's watching from the US. The NBA Hall of Famer will be proud of his son tonight. And the fans very proud of their players as they come up with their first victory here in the Basketball Champions League. Go around, applaud their fans, give them the high fives each for the wonderful support that they gave them. Well, Demont Brooks came up big in the end. The athleticism, the isolation, he had the mismatches on him, but he was too dominant. So lethal with that left hand. Well, David Stockton 4 for 6 from the perimeter. Medi Bayreuth for 14. 13 for 28 from the perimeter tonight. 46% three-point shooting. They know there's more work to be done. More games to come as they got to pick themselves up if they want to get back to where they were last year. As next week, they'll be on the road on Tuesday night in Ljubljana as they take on Petro Olympia. And then they'll be at home again the following week to Neptune's Klaipeda, a game which they feel they could probably pick up and win. There you can see the stats at the end. Medi Bayreuth, only category that they've really dominated is the perimeter shooting. 13 for 28. I mean, they haven't made as many shots in the rainbow. They haven't beaten them on the rebounds. They had more assists, of course. It's a strange basketball game when you think about it, but again, Filou Oostende 17 turnovers, while Medi Bayreuth only 7. Strange to see a team that loses, wins in a few categories, while Chase Filou, the only top scorer tonight for Filou Oostende, was 17. Merritt had 7 rebounds. But again, Filou also had 5 turnovers. Way too many. Well, Stockton, Martin, and Brooks, 14, 15, and 20 between them. And again, they're going to need that as well on a consistent basis. 2 games next week, and the week after, they'll probably feel that they can win. They're on the road to Ljubljana, and then the following week, they'll be at home to Neptune's Klaipeda. Well, again, you got to think about it. Medi Bayreuth didn't start this game the better team. Filou Oostende really looked up the better. But again, it was that last 30 seconds of the first half that really cost Filou Oostende. And that is how it will finish here tonight. Well, Filou Oostende just simply did shoot the ball, shoot the lights out from the perimeter. That is as it stands for them. They will go on to win this one, pick up their first victory here in the Basketball Champions League. Again, the defensive mistakes, the mix-up, the mismatches really did cost Oostende in the end. That's something they're going to have to improve on, because it only gets harder. They know that. They've been in the Basketball Champions League for 3 years. Next week, they're going to be at home to Besiktas Sambo, Japan. The following week, they'll be on the road to Strasbourg. And then on the 11th December, they'll be on the road to Greece, where they play on one of the favorites, Prometheas Patras. And the week after that, before Christmas, they will be at home to Segafredo Virtus Bologna. Filou Oostende really need to figure it out, sort themselves out, wonder how they can improve as a team, how they can pick up more victories. Well, that is as it stands, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week for game day 6 of the Basketball Champions League. But it's good night for now from FIBA.
Das nächste Heimspiel in der Liga ist dann am